Welcome back to a new episode of Real Mysterious, where we delve deep into the chilling and perplexing cases that have left investigators scratching their heads for decades. Today, we're delving into the unforgettable and unfortunate case of the Dardeen family massacre. A case that shocked the small town of Ena, Illinois to its core. Get ready to be captivated by this bone-chilling tale of mystery, crime, and the search for answers. It was a crisp autumn evening on November 18th, 1987, when the tranquility of Ena, Illinois would be shattered by a horrifying discovery. Police were called to the mobile home of Russell Keith Dardeen, a hard-working family man who had failed to show up to work earlier that day. What they found inside would haunt investigators for years to come. Inside the mobile home, they discovered the bodies of Keith's wife, Ruby Eileen, and their young son, Peter, both victims of a brutal and senseless beating. But the horror does not end there. Ruby Eileen, who was pregnant at the time, had been so savagely beaten and attacked that she went into labor, only for the killer or killers to also take the life of their newborn daughter. Investigators would say the bodies of Eileen, Peter, and a newborn girl were found all tucked in to the same bed. Eileen had been bound and gagged with duct tape. Both had been beaten to death, apparently with a baseball bat found at the scene. A birthday gift to Peter from his father earlier that year. The investigation sent shockwaves throughout the tight-knit community, leaving residents fearful and on edge. With no clear suspect and a trail of unanswered questions, the case quickly became one of the most perplexing mysteries in the area's history. Suspicion fell on Keith Dardeen himself. However, the next day his body was discovered in a nearby field, shot and mutilated in a manner that sent shivers down the spine of even the most seasoned investigators. With Keith ruled out as a suspect, the search for the killer intensified, but to no avail. As rumors swirled and fear gripped the community, theories about satanic cults and serial killers circulated, adding to the atmosphere of paranoia and dread. But despite hours of investigation, the truth remained elusive, and the case grew cold. The Dardeen family massacre had a profound impact on the residents of Ena, Illinois, and the surrounding areas. Fear, suspicion became the norm, with many residents arming themselves and taking extra precautions to ensure their safety. The tragedy also took a toll on the mental health of those who lived through it, with some reporting sleepless nights and an overwhelming anxiety. The once peaceful town was forever changed by the senseless violence that had invaded their lives. Despite decades passing since the fateful day in 1987, the case of the Dardeen family massacre remains unsolved. While some leads have emerged over the years, including a chilling confession from a notorious serial killer, doubts linger, and the truth remains elusive. The notorious serial killer was Tommy Lynn Sells. In 1999, Sells cut the throats of two girls in Del Rio, Texas. One would survive and ultimately play the biggest part in his capture. Sells would be sentenced to death, and while waiting on death row, he would go on to confess to a multitude of murders he claimed to have committed while drifting around the country. One was the Dardeen family murders. Sells told investigators of a watermelon ceramic interior of the Dardeen home, which only investigators knew the details of. Sells was never formally charged with the murders and was put to death in 2014, despite no conclusion to most of his confessed murders. Was the confession genuine, or just another false lead in the case plagued by uncertainty? And what secrets still lie beneath the surface waiting to be uncovered? As we conclude today's episode of Real Mysterious, we're left with more questions than answers. The Dardeen family massacre stands as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in most of the unsuspecting places. Join us next time as we delve into another enigma that has baffled investigators for years. But until then, stay safe, and remember, keep an eye out for the mysterious that surround us every day. If you'd enjoyed this video and would like to see more, be sure that you subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment below telling us what we did good, bad, or otherwise. We appreciate all the feedback, and we thank you